Hello everybody, my name is Lumo and welcome to Reading Your Comments number 9. Now, it's not more reading your comments, it's actually more of a reading your tweets, since I asked you guys to make the chip chips at me, and we're gonna read those, but first, here are your bi-weekly blood rights. Now, it might seem a little small, we missed 2 videos and I couldn't seem to find the blood rights that I was missing, so I'm sorry about that. And what blood rights are is essentially you get first on the video by saying blood rights. You have to be the first, otherwise it doesn't count. Our first comment comes from Lord Chemo. Who are my 3 favorite YouTubers and do you wish to meet them? I think that means 3 favorite and not 3 fake. Who are your 3 fake? But no, my 3 favorite YouTubers are actually Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and I'd actually have to say Vinesauce. Now, Vinesauce isn't really a YouTuber, he's actually a streamer, so maybe that doesn't count. So yeah, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and I guess I'd have to say PewDiePie, because here's the thing, everyone thinks that PewDiePie is captain of the Amnesia Club, but he's kind of grown out of that. He's actually doing a lot of funny things now, which I personally have been enjoying a lot more than the PewDiePie, who I used to shit on consistently back in the Lumo and Sassy days. And I've already met Mark and Jack. It'd be cool to meet Felix, doubt I ever will, but, you know, at the same time, it's just super neat to see people doing what I dream of doing, you know, like, making videos, living off of it, and just making people happy. And I've already got the making people happy and making videos part. I'm very, very grateful that I can actually make someone's day. So, did I make this about me? Absolutely! Orange Forza says, do you like the new Monster Hunter game? You've been considering it, but it looks cool. Okay, so, I love Monster Hunter games, like, holy shit, I love them. It's just a matter of, Generations is super short. There's no G rank, which for those of you who don't play Monster Hunter is the high of high rank. It's like it goes low rank and then high rank and then G. And when you're in G, you're essentially God tier. And you have to pretty much either accept getting one shot or be good. And this game lacks G rank, so it's very short. It's got the new monsters are neat, and the hunting arts, although gimmicky, are fun. So I'd recommend it, but just know that it's super short and kinda easy. May says, according to all known laws of aviation, the bee should not be able to fly, for its tiny wings cannot lift its fat. Well, that's rude. Not all bees are fat, some of them go on intense workout routines in order to get themselves in peak physical condition. It's rude to call all bees fat. That is sexist. Farting Laser says, Lump, can we have McDonald's for dinner? No, what did I just tell you about getting our bees in peak physical condition? We can't have them feeding on burgers. They need to only have the finest of caviar. What was that noise? Thermal says, what's my favorite game of all time? And I would have to say Pikmin 2. I absolutely love, well, Pikmin 2 or Kirby's Air Ride. I've been replaying both of them, and I just love them as much as I did back when I was a kid. So that's super neat. Also, Condi and I are working on getting Kirby's Air Ride working online. So we might have a Let's Play. Woo! Everest says, why does the meme blood rights exist? So, essentially what happened is this guy, Nope forever ago, was getting first on all of our videos, and he was the only person commenting. So I had a bit of a josh with him in that I would say he got blood rights and was keeping the eldritch monsters at bay. And then the next time that he commented blood rights. And it sort of spiraled out of there. So that's what blood rights are, and I hope that clears things up. Essentially, it's our channel's version of getting first. John Elliott asks, have you experienced tranquility yet? Well, let me tell you, my zip balls are going fast, and the teams be getting the heals, so long as there's no Anna to throw her gross goop grenade at us. That's happened. Like, okay, so what happened was I used Zenyatta's ult, right? And then I heard a Genji pop his ult on the enemy team, and I was like, whatever, we'll outlast this. That lasts for about as long as Tranquility does. And then I heard a little, like, shattering noise. And then my team died. And I was sitting there alone, in my bubble, wishing for a death that could not come. Evan Allen says, reading your comments, what's the most nerdgasmic thing for you and why? Okay. This is gonna sound really stupid. Someone's probably gonna be like, is it a game moment? No. I need to fucking freak out about game technology, okay? Because something new happened very recently, that has affected all of you, and none of you know it. So essentially, here's the hidden secret to how games have been looking so good recently. It's a new thing called PBR. Essentially, it's very unlike the DTRs in Kill la Kill. It's actually a new rendering system, and I know I'm speaking a lot of gibberish and gobbledygook, but that's pretty much how the game is shown. And it used to be you'd have 3 maps. Albedo, which is color, normal, which is, you know, the small details that aren't actually on the geometry and are just tricks of the light, and then you'd have specular, which would determine the shininess and whatnot. Now you have a few different maps: albedo, normal, metallic, and roughness. Those last 2 replace specular. And the way it works is it takes how metal something should look and how rough something should look. So you can pretty much emulate just about anything with those 2 parameters to the point where it looks extremely real. The guys who made Uncharted 4 actually had a special build of Substance Painter, which has been making this a lot easier to do, this whole PBR thing. They had a special version of that made specifically for Uncharted 4. That's why Uncharted 4 looks so good. It's a mixture of good artists and amazing technology. So there's my nerdgasm over rendering systems. I hope that clears it up for you. Yawning Zenyatta asks, would you consider streaming Overwatch? Well, we streamed Overwatch on Friday, but this is an old comment. But I would be down to stream Overwatch more. I want to stream competitive with Condi. That seems like a fun time. And then whenever someone judges me, I have to ask them what their competitive rank is, so they can actually figure out if they are able to judge me or not. It's gonna be salty and fun, like taffy. Turtle McBoss asks, do you MLG trick scopes often? And also, what's your favorite animal? I do MLG trick scopes often, but only off of my favorite animal, the giraffe. Why do I like giraffe? Well, actually, I gotta admit, my favorite animal is actually the Shiba Inu. They're so cute, I love them! But the thing is about giraffes, okay, is you have a perfect vantage point to do trick scopes off of a giraffe. So giraffes are the trick scoper's best friend. So I hope that clears it up for you. I mean, I have it on very, very, very confidential sources that Harambe was trick scoped off of a giraffe. Really? A Harambe joke? Is that the pinnacle of comedy we're at? Caitlin Nickham, sorry if I butchered your last name there, Caitlin, says, do you have any favorite music from Off? So I'd have to say the boss music for Zone 2 might be my favorite. It's very cinematic and dramatic after you climb this giant tower, fight a fucking whale. It's very, very just climactic, and I love it. Paul Picopoulos says, have you ever eaten a bee? No. Haven't even fucked one. Even though it is hip to fuck bees, I have not stuck my peen inside of their schween. There's probably not enough room now that I say that out loud. Zero says, how do you feel knowing you've created such an average... Jesus. That's the last word I'd use to describe you motherfuckers. Zero says, how do you feel knowing you've created such an avid, friendly fan base? It is absolutely mind-blowing that I've somehow managed... My negative ass has somehow managed to make such a nice and friendly community. Like, as cynical as I am, you guys never are. And it's incredible to me to see everyone talking in the comments, reaching out to one another, etc. And it feels good to know that we have a community that is this nice and dedicated to one another and me. It's honestly one of the things that I always wished for back when it was Lumo and Sassy, because honestly, I prefer making Lumo and Sassy content than just normal Lumo content. Not to say I don't have fun. I have a lot of fun doing this. I just had more fun with that. So it's nice to know that, you know, we have an amazing community, and, well, I don't think I would trade that for the world. And as time goes on, the fan base will get bigger and probably a lot more cancerous, but I hope to still see a lot of you being the kind and positive people that I know you can be. So that's that. No need to fucking jerk our dicks more. I jerked everyone off enough last vlog. Ernest Pepe says, what's your favorite Pokemon and what's the best and rarest Pokemon you have in Pokemon Go? Well, you see, here's the issue. My favorite Pokemon... Oh god, I just had this. There's a ghost-type legendary and I forget his name. Shit. Oh yeah, sorry. It's Giratina. Giratina, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. I didn't play the game that Giratina was in, but I've sort of been slowly becoming a ghost-type trainer in Pokemon Go, despite only having 3 ghost types in Pokemon Go right now, which is fun. But here's the issue. I don't actually, how do I put this? I don't have any rare Pokemon in Pokemon Go. the rarest thing I have is a fucking Ghastly. And you might say, well, Lumo, why's that? You walk a 5K every day. Yeah, but in my town there is nothing. And it's also raining right now, so I bet I could probably get a water type. But there's no Pokemon anywhere near me! I also think I got soft banned last night for GPS spoofing because, again, there's nothing in my town. I can't play the game here. But I can't drive like an hour and a half to the nearest city to play the game. But I want to play the game. I'm still only level 7. My brother's like level 20 at this point because he lives in a more populated area. So I think the Ghastly is the rarest thing. Let me just check for you. The rarest thing I have is a Vulpix. My life is pain. Some Git says, what's the absolute worst RP thing you've ever encountered? The extra hearsay must be cataloged. So I don't know if you're talking about my personal experience with roleplay back when I used to roleplay a lot, or if you're talking about in the comments of my videos, because I will give you one of both. Okay? Okay, here we go. So I used to roleplay as John a lot, hoping for my crack ship John Fref to be fulfilled in roleplay, and then I could make a new friend. But that never happened. Instead, I went on MSRP, told it I'm not looking for an 18+ roleplay, because that's not into ERP. I'm gonna say that no, I would not like to RP. So, essentially, I'm trying to find just, you know, someone to roleplay with, pass the time. You know, it's freshman year of college. It's either this or the Dominatrix, and she was out of town. So, long and short, I was like, hey, let's do a roleplay. Queue up, first thing I get is a Carcat, we have a nice conversation, we part ways. Then I find an Aridin, we have a weird thing, and he goes away. And then I find Dave, naked, bound and gagged BDSM style, on the couch, and I was like, I did check, not 18, right? I checked safe for work. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? So he's trying to justify, like, oh no, it's totally safe for work, this happens all the time. I'm like, what? What? I disconnected very soon after that, but it was like, what? And then the extra hearsay on the Homestead video, I think the comments are still somewhere in there, good luck going through them. But, was someone, like, having an ERP with themselves? I don't understand. What's wrong with them? But they were having themselves a nice little circle jerk, and it was all sorts of uncomfortable, and I didn't remove the comments because I wanted to state, this is the exact thing you don't do on my videos, please. Because I get notified about every fucking turn you guys take. Queen Flufflepuff says, Lumo, you sexy shell of a man, what's your favorite meme? I'd have to say Harambe. Harambe or Dat Boy? Now, here's why Dat Boy, because I can use it in a number of situations, like Reaper gets play of the game, here come that Q, oh shit, what up? But just fucking dicks out for Harambe, just... it makes me giggle every time. This guy says, hey, I'm a guy, but can I sit on your face? And the answer is, no. Here's the issue. Ball sacks cover noses, and also I'm not into dicks. I'll take my dick out for Harambe, but I won't take someone else's out. I hope that clears things up. Senpai Ditto says, soup me. What? Kevin Jester says, will you ever play Lumo? I feel like you should because the convenience of it. Okay, so, I have Lumo in my library, I just have to record it. I'm trying to shoot for this Friday, but no promises, okay? There's a lot of editing that goes on in it because that game is fucking slow. Holy shit, it needs to just speed up the pacing a little bit. And that wraps us up for comments, so thank you guys so much for tweeting at me and giving me all these wonderful comments to reply to. It means a lot to know that you guys actually really want your stuff read. So next week, it will be down in the comments section again, but if I get a really noteworthy tweet, I'll be sure to, you know, include that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting. Oh yeah! So, I've got a flip camera, okay? I got a flip camera. My Pokemon Go is no longer softband, I just checked, I cut a Nidoran. I've got some rad aviators, okay? And I have a battery case over in the corner charging. When this rain clears up later this week, I should be taking my friend into the nearest city, and we're recording Pokemon Go. after all this time. So, that being said, I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Don't know when it's coming out, but thank you guys so much for watching. Like you said, there's gonna be more, so you want to subscribe, stick around, become a luminary, leave a like if you're so inclined, comment if you want, share if you feel like it, and as always, I hope to see you in the very next video. Goodbye, goodbye. Ain't got no chin.